Hello, I'm Doni and welcome to my creative space. I just wanted to show off some of the things that I've been doing and share a collection. So these are going to Carol at the Crinkled Path. I have all three finished and I'm working on your strawberries currently. These are blocked and drying. So yay. And then I'm working through my mess. If you've been with me for a minute, and so here's my list. I'm sorting things, I'm cutting things, I'm sharing or selling things, and I'm working as I go. So categories are created. Things I'm looking for. I need covers for my ideas. I have another journal that has the ideas in it. I need pages and I need ephemera and stuff. And then I want to remind myself, I just thought of this today as I was starting to get things set together, that I want to add in my specific projects, I want to add where they come from. So I want to make sure I have in that collection of objects. So say circus. I have a list of some of the places that the pages and ephemera came from. I just want to remind myself. So I have collected these are my cut up readers. I have some other readers which you would see in another video I did, but those came from my grandparents and my great grandparents. So those are a no cut zone at the moment. I'm going to practice on other things and I want to try to keep those as long as I can. However, these are some I've picked up or I've been given along the way. And so I thought I would just share them real quick before they started getting chopped into bits. As you can see, they're not at all in that great a condition. So I do not feel bad at all. In fact, most of them are torn inside. But I love the covers and I love the pictures. So we're going to deconstruct them. So this one, I really love the cover with the girl in the window and the girl next door. I definitely am brainstorming a story that I can create with this cover. So, but inside it also has really cool pictures. So this is Board of Education Division of Textbooks. And its particular year is 54. This particular book is 54, but look at how pretty. And it's not too bad. This is actually the nicest of all of them. It has great pictures. So I'm not even going to bother cutting it up until I think of something. Look at that. Something I can do with the cover. And because it's got lots of parts that I have other places, like anatomy. I have a journal for anatomy. So those stories will go there. There's teeth. That's going to the Tooth Fairy story journal, and so forth and so on. But it's in such great condition, and I'm not in a hurry. But I just wanted to kind of show it off. Okay. Maybe I should do it like this so it's not so high. Just do one at a time. There she is. Oh, there you can see her much better now. That was not me thinking. It does have a newer, card, but it had not been checked out since they redid it. And, it's when you pick up. I don't even remember where it came from. But really cute stuff. Really cute stuff. So that one's just going to set to the side and to be cut up. Here's one that is ready to go. It has no cover whatsoever. Again, who knows? But it has great stories in it. I even dog-eared or noted a couple spaces that had themes. So this one I'm going to cut up. I really love the writing where the kid went and circled. That tickles me. The stars and the check marks. So books that have writing, I'm in love with. And so I'm definitely going to use these as pages. Look, I'm animal friends. And, it's not in great condition, as you can see. It's pretty rough. It's been colored on. But to me, that's half the fun. This was a circuit segment. So I'm going to cut the circus out because I'm also, collecting all of my stuff and taking apart all my circus ephemera. So any books that have circus while I'm flipping through, I just go ahead and tagged it. And then I think this one, there was more circus in the back there. So yeah, like that. So I'm going to do that. There's a little thing I'm working on. little thing I glued together. So that one's going to get chopped. Then I had this one down by the river, down the river road, sorry. And I love its cover. I'll try to clean it up as much as I can. It has a neat. But I have ideas for any covers that I'm not going to use, but I'd still might like to use. So I have some ideas. And I love how it's all colored in. This excites me. So I love that when I see that and I open a book. And this one is just as bad as the other one. But these will make really neat. I mean, it is nothing but colored, torn. I mean, it's perfect for chopping into. Doesn't it look delicious? I don't even have to age it. It's already done for me. So this will be a fun chop book. Here's another one that's really crazy. It's the Pathway to Reading First Reader, and it looks really rough. You can still kind of make it out. I'll try to clean it up, but I'm not so sure. But then I had ideas because these are kind of a cloth cover. I wondered if I couldn't watercolor on the pictures. So somebody tell me if they've done that before. Because I have enough old ones I could like practice on this. And if I ruin it, well, I mean, what damage can I do? But either way, again, any like this, I had some ideas. And it also has been greatly loved by Milton, Doyle, and Kenneth. They really liked this. But look at these images. I mean, right? We love these. We all know these. But look how nice. Look, I don't even have to worry. Don't even second guess yourself. It's already coming apart. You're doing it a favor. It's got a lot of pages that are, there's some tape. I mean, you're going to find some cool stuff in here. So that's going to be a fun one to chop up. Okay, here's another one. This one's not in as bad a shape on the cover. The cover looks great. It's at home and away. Oh, I should have been saying the years of these. You know what? I should start this video over, but I'm not going to. Let's guess. I don't know. We don't know. See, anyway, I mean, it's from the Atlantic City Public School System. City of Atlantic City, New Jersey. I mean, I think we can maybe guess. It was definitely a class book. The pages are already missing. So that one's pretty, but look how pretty. And then this one here, let's see. If we had a year. No, we're missing. So we don't even know. We don't even know. All right, good. They're old is what they are. Okay, so this one has really good. It's in really good condition. It's much like that first one, Mark and a couple other people. This was done very aggressively with an eraser. You see that? That eraser, it's when it's, those erasers that get kind of like I don't know, like a crispy, that they almost look buffed down. That's what that does. And then it was written in pen, which means they probably also spit on it and then tried to erase it, which just, rips it. So that's kind of a fun story there. This one is 1935, is it? It looks like it. Yeah, 1935, unless it's the second edition, but I don't see any others. It doesn't even say that it's been done in other years. So that's really in kind of good condition here, other than Mark's page. And this one here, that's been dog-eared. But there are still page tears, and there's still, more page tears. So it's not something I need to worry about. Look at these. It was read and loved. So I'm not even going to worry about, look at the train there. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be perfect for cutting up. It's got very pretty pictures. So great cover. So I'll try to save that cover for sure. I really like the cover of this one too. It's got like a knight on his horse. This was the one that gave me the idea that I could try to paint that and pull that out, maybe a fine pen and outline him or something, because I think that would make a neat princess journal. The spine is junk, so I could definitely fatten it up. It says here That's $10.89. The number has been stamped and written. That's number, not year. But let me show you the year. This one is 1915. But you can see it's not in such great shape either. And when we start flipping through it, there's the back. You'll see what I mean. So I don't feel bad. No smell, though. None of these smell. I don't, not for me to smell. I mean, somebody's very sensitive, but I'm pretty sensitive and I don't smell it. But it's got pretty pictures. I wouldn't be able to do it. I've had to throw out some books. So I'm just like, I couldn't get rid of the smell and I just don't care that much. They were all anatomy books. So I got a big collection of stuff from a pharmacist. So there was a lot of anatomy books, but one of the boxes had gotten wet and nobody noticed. There was no way. So they got chunked. Not too bad, but I got others, so it's all right. This is another one that has a neat cover here and there. And it's got nice pages. And let's see, it is 1942 on this one, made in the USA. And it looks good. You can see it's not too bad. I did dog ear that one section because I'm pretty sure this is the book. Let me make sure. But great pictures anyway. Yes. So, it's come to my attention that, look here, I can actually go back a story. I just was flipping through and I was like, those pictures, could go back a story because this also looks kind of prairie-esque with these pictures, but I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit later. Anyway, I hear it through the grapevine that we're getting a Prairie Journal collab. And I've already been saving things for my Prairie Journal since that's Boo's absolute favorite book. We quote it. We listen to it on audiobook every night after we've read our other story. So it's a comfort for her. And so I wanted to make her, us the journal, to kind of talk about how that's kind of been something between me and her since one of the first chapter, actually I think it was the first chapter book. I read her when she was old enough to read chapter books. We did kind of a few like kid chapter books, if you know what I mean. And then we hit when she got into the books, Little House on the Prairie was first, and then we've done, since done. I know what I meant by kids. We did Pippi Longstockings. So those are kind of more of a intro to chapter books. So it's not as involved as several pages. But our first real chapter book with no pictures, that was the Laura. And then that's just kind of been a thing. So I'm going to pull this. So I'll cut this one out as well. And I'll put that in with my Little House on the Prairie for that collab coming up, I think in September. So I'm excited. Here was another reader. This is Boys and Girls Readers, 5th reader. The cover, again, it's not in such bad shape, but it just needs to be brightened up. So I'd love to brighten it up if I could do that. So I might, see about if anybody knows good pens, if they've ever done this before, and I can do some practicing. But it is also from a school district. Pearl's book. I can't see that other name there. It's been chewed a little. So Bookworms. This one is 1919 as well. And it's got some neat, it's not picture-y, it's more story. But I can pull that out for the Columbus, and put that in a tag for my history journal, those kind of things, like History of America and stuff. So I love these kind of stories. Because the building a skyscraper, that's a journal for me already. Riddles, I've tons of riddle books. So I cut all that kind of stuff out of these. And I'll use the books, pages, and stories as part of the project itself. That's as valuable to me as anything else. So I like to do that. So there's that one. But the cover's gorgeous. I'm sure... I could do something. Maybe this could almost be kind of, because the kids are reading, You know, it could be our library journal or something like that, because I have that as an idea. This was a Christian reading series. Aaron owned it. It's Kind and Brave. I love the little soldier on the front with his stick, and it's a reading. So it is so cute. Look at all of the circling, but it has neat pictures and really cool stories as well. So I can use these in my work, you know, George Washington. I mean, anytime I see this stuff, I would probably, you know, I got to go through it because, so if anybody else does journals and they like early Americana or, you know, any of that kind of stuff, hit me up because I'm going to have a ton of it. And I would love to be swapping, you know, that way I don't have to have a million books. I only have to have, you know, I don't have to have 100 books. I only have to have 10 friends with 10 books. No, really 9 friends with 10 books. So love these. These were really cute. And some of the images were really cute. I loved the kitties. So I have a kitty theme. So there we go. Okay. And then this is the last one. And this is Treat Shop. I absolutely love the cover of this book. And it is gorgeous. I've got the ship sailor. You've got like, you know, Mother Goose there. You got different stories. All these are all the characters inside the book. The spine still looks really nice. And the back. I love the back. Oh my gosh. It has so many beautiful elements. It's got the fairies, the giants. It's got the, you know, the colonial there, and they're dancing, and the little fisherman and the baker. I don't know. I love this. So my idea with this book is actually to turn it into 2 books. I'm thinking of separating it and using this as the cover for a book and this as the cover for a book. And if I don't find a cover that's the exact same size, I can make one, but I'm pretty sure looking around my space, I'm going to have some kind of book cover that I could, you know, it's plain. Look at the inside papers. I don't want to lose this, and I want to share it in 2 of my projects. You know, I just love it. So it's a state textbook from California. Love that. Let me see. Does it have a year? 1961. 1961. And, you know, it's going to have a lot of the fairy tale and nursery rhyme, which I freaking love. So I love that. I'm going to use those stories in there. And I love the images. Look at these. Let's just look at it together. I mean, I won't flip through. I just really love looking at this book. Oh my gosh. I love that. I want that right there. And these guys there. I will lose the kitten for that guy right there. But I've got cute little animals on this side too, so I don't need to worry about it. I love it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that for like a Christmas card or something. Oh, I just love it. Look at little singing. They're all singing. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Okay. And look, it even has like stamps on it. You know, it says like Columbus. It must be the school district. Oh, that's neat. I love this. I know other people have these. That's okay. I like looking when other people share theirs too. Sometimes people flip through the books and I go, wow. They'll go, you don't want to watch me flip through this. And I'm going, yes, I do actually. I've stopped crafting. I've put the glue gun, you know, down. I've put the the cap on my glue. And I am paying attention. You're showing very pretty things. I love the mail. This mail right here is neat. This would be a neat page in my mail page. I really love that. Oh, so cute. Look at that one. Oh my goodness. Am I in the center here? Okay, I'm not going to move it. Here, I'll leave it right here. Sorry. Look at how cute. I love it. And, oh, well, see, I love that story. the stories. That's just a weird thing about a quirk, I guess. But I really love the lessons you're supposed to learn from these stories. I find that more fascinating. They're there for a reason. We keep repeating these stories over and over again in everything we do. And they've been here this whole time with little sheep and out woodland creatures. And here we are. Yeah. So look at how pretty that page is with the little black sheep. My God. It's me. I'm the black sheep. Let me know if you're a black sheep. Lassie says, take care of the black sheep. Yes, I will. Look at that. See, that would be so cute in the Prairie Journal. Oh, I might just, because look at how cute that is. Is that prairie? Does that scream prairie to you? Some of the pages, I think they had pumps. They had stuff like that. Time goes so quick and you're just like, oh. But I totally am getting that there. So I'm going to, in fact, while I'm sitting here, let's just go ahead and say we're going to pull that page out. And this little section out, I'll put that there as my marker. And then that is really, oh no, wait. So, hang on. I don't know. May have to keep the mouse one. I'll set it there to the side, because the city mouse and the country mouse is another one of my projects that I've got going on in my head. And so I've been also on the eye for things like that. And then the cats is cute. I have a cat journal. I'm very curious about cats. I don't own any cats. That's the horse who lived upstairs. Yeah, that story. That's kind of fun. Some farming going on there. And let's see. And then it's got more. The Buccaneer. See, I just love that. I know everyone does. I mean, who wouldn't want that in their journal folded as a page? And you get this really cute poem that you kind of have to flip through a couple. You're like, okay, this way, right? Right. I see it. How cute. I kind of think that's fun. And then, I still have my broken dish. I've got to fix it. It's still sitting there, so I'll fix it. And it's got more back here. Look at this one. The elves and the shoemaker. Oh my gosh. Love that. Little naked elves. What? That's cute. And there they are dancing with the kitties. And I like this one with the little burro. That brings back some childhood memories. He is so cute. My grandpa had the neatest little burro that he put his change in when he came home. It was like a little figurine. It had a little dish. And it had a little burro. If I saw it, I'd know it right away. And my dad did try to look, but I guess Grandma had got rid of it way long ago. I love this page too. I have to use this page. The Child and the Fairies. Look at how pretty all of those are. So I love that. And then there's one. Look at the fish with the crown on his head. Who doesn't want that? And I love these. I mean, those are going to be so much fun. Look at that one. Look at that one. That is the most beautiful picture. Not the most, but one of them. Look at the little fish at the bottom. I wish I could draw like that. That's very pretty. And then here is another one with the fairy riding. Oh my goodness. Okay. He killed 7 flies. Oh my God. I love that story. I'm so excited now. Oh, with his little belt. Oh my. He is so cute. Look, everyone's laughing. Oh my goodness. Oh. There's a poem by Shel Silverstein about, the story of I survived some, the Wild West and Indians, and I swam through Crocodile Lake, and I did all this and did all of this, and I'm still alive. I didn't die. And he says, that's because I lied. I'll have to read it one day. Oops, sorry about that. That's a pretty page. Her face is fun. Isn't that funny? So that's beautiful. I mean, I don't even have to think about that, because that is cool, but not as cool as that. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. Goodness gracious. Maybe I need to sleep. I love these little fairies there as well. Look at that. That picture. Oh, it's so pretty. And then there's a castle. I love it. And then we've got more neat. The Old Man and the Monkeys. Right. Look at that. They've all got a hat. It makes me think of that other story. Remember the caps for sale? Oh, the little monkeys had his caps. Marco comes late. Oh, I love that. And then it's little stories. Cute. And that's all Dr. Seuss. That's all Dr. Seuss says there. This was drawn by Dr. Seuss. Cute. And let's see. Oh, I think I have another. He threw a sausage at her. Oh my goodness! Even the cat is like, whoa, sausages! I wish I had some sausage. There, right in front of him, appeared the most beautiful sausage. What? Oh, how angry his wife was. You stupid man, she cried. You've used up one of our wishes on that worthless sausage. Oh, how can you be such a dunce? Oh, my. Not to him, it's not worthless. Captain Joe and the Eskimo. Cute. Look at the sea walrus. I'm so glad when I watch videos and other people can't name stuff. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, it's called a ship. And they're going, what is that thing? The other word for boat. And you're just sitting there going, oh, I wish I was in the room. I'd help you out here. I know this one. I don't know all of them, but I know that one. So I always feel make myself laugh, or I don't make myself laugh. I laugh along with us as we can't seem to find our words. That is so cute. Look at the caterpillar. Only my opinion. Is a caterpillar ticklish? Well, it's always my belief that he giggles as he wiggles across a hairy leaf. I mean, who doesn't need that in their life? I'm gonna not only will I make sure I'm using this, but I'm gonna have to do something specific with it so that other people can copy that poem, and we're gonna make our own, in my opinion, with caterpillar cards that say that to happy mail each other. Oh, it's freaking funny. Here we've got oh, that looks so funny with the half furry, half drawn donkeys there. How many donkeys? And then, I put here because circus. Yeah, more circus pages. So I'll pull those out to put into my circus projects. So I have lots of different things. And I'm not going to be making a million circuses. Oh, I've got airplane projects too. A balloon. So I will be sharing some of that circus stuff because we'll be needing all of it. There's some funny giraffes. Who do we know that likes giraffes? But I have a giraffe. I'm going to do a giraffe journal too. But not to copy Carol, but because I have a Jeffrey Toys R Us book that's a hardcover. And I think it would really, really fun to do a Toys R Us journal where I just pull out toys. And as part of my mall series, because I have a mall series, that history of the mall and stuff like that. Look at that. Oh, have you heard me tell the story where I got to hold a baby lion, a little lion cub when I was younger? Yes, I did. Look at that clown. I did. I got to hold a baby lion cub in real life. It was in a box. I was friends with a girl when I was little whose dad invented a new type of tranquilizer gun. And so they had lion cubs one time, and we all got to hold them. So that was really cool. And there's the cat. There's the squirrel. Look, squirrel. Who does the squirrels? Is that the little kittens? Oh, I love this one. The 3 little kittens. I don't know if that's the same one. No, that's not. But I love that. 3 little kittens. They lost their mittens. And they began to cry. I love their little mittens and their kittens and their mittens. Look at the Goblin House. I love that story. So a lot of these are neat because they could be whole page. So I'll have to be really careful. And this one's in good condition. I don't know if I haven't noticed any really torn pages. Look at that, where it's got all 4 of the different things, the mountains there. Oh, I love that. Love that. So little poems and things. Look at that page with all the cars. That's cool. And more skyscrapers because I love those. People near and far, I have a category for this. And I can't wait to show you the books that I have for the covers picked out for my world. And of course, here we've got some George, or whoever that guy is that looks like George. How am I looking? Pigs. So that's cute. Look kid in the cart. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that at first. That's funny. He's hiding in there. We've got a guy that I've got some duck, because I've got a duck journal because I have ducks. So I cut out some duck stuff. So good. I'll have some more. I can put that in there. There's some shop. That's going in the grocery section. Basically, I'm doing all of my life in journal form. And then I'm just cutting things up and I'm sticking it in whatever it reminds me of. Like whatever that reminds me of. Maybe that makes me think of the times I was in trouble and I had to go to detention. Keep myself busy. I don't know. Oh! Look at her face. So that could be a fun story. You see what I mean? And this is going to be tucked away inside, the 70s. Let's see. You got some neat letters there. So that's the thing. I'm just going to pull out things that make me think of other things. And I'm going to write some kind of little something. And then it's just going to get tucked in one of my books somewhere. And I've been working on them. Oh, I really like those. That's a pretty picture. That's kind of watercolory. And then look, there's a train. Yes. The tame train. A bus. That's a thing. I love it. I love it. So I have some trains. So I want to start getting out my miniatures too. Look, we got Susan in the forebears. So I can show off my trains. That's a cute picture there with her in the bed. Yeah. Oh, look at that one. The bears. Love that. Oh, there were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, "It's crowded. Roll over." I love that Okay, that's a fabulous book. And it's in pretty good condition, but I do want to pull out those circus stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and call that one a cut. So there are my readers. This is my collection of readers that are available for chopping. So what do you guys think? And, you know, except this one, I'm going to hold off on this one until I find a good idea for my theme to go with that book cover. And there's nothing in here that also isn't in all of this. So I'm not missing out on something. You know, I'm not like, oh my gosh, that one, you know, if it had something in it, like if I start working on something and, you know, I want this kids at a lemonade stand, I'm just going to go ahead and pull the page. But for right now, I don't. And, excuse me. So that is what I've got. So there's my little collection of readers. Yeah, we could do this as a little hashtag. Who else wants to share their readers? If you decide to share your, see, they've all just been on boxes and in shelves and all mixed up. And so I've been spending, you know, the last several months, really, the last 2 years going on, organizing and pulling out and getting it all out. My house has been a disaster for 2 years so far, but it's all, so now I've got them all. Unless I come across something I didn't see, I've officially pulled every reader that I have that I want to cut up. And here they are. And then the other readers I don't want to cut up are sitting next to me, and those are the ones that belong to my family. And so those would, you know, are not going to be used yet or now. And so it's not too many, but just enough. I think this is a perfect amount for me. I have a lot to work with in here. I have a lot of really cool covers and things like that, and backgrounds for pages just using the text. So I really feel like this is a perfect amount. I'm going to go ahead and start chopping them and putting them into their little categories. I've been using these little bags in different sizes to, you know, sort stuff. I don't have anything real close next to me to show you, but if you saw in one of my other videos, that's how I was doing those. So before I started cutting, I wanted to make a document of the books that I have and invite my friends to share their early readers with me and take time to look through the pages. I really don't mind. If you're enjoying looking through them, I'm going to enjoy looking through them. So don't forget to tag me, and everyone have a really great day.